Welcome to News from Down Home, where I talk about news from Princess Anne, Maryland, in Somerset County, Maryland, on the way to Ocean City, Maryland, on the Eastern Shore. My family moved there in 1903 from Western Pennsylvania, and I spent my early childhood there until I was 13. We moved away, but I still have roots there, and I consider it my hometown. I have a lot of people living there still that are my relatives, and people buried there who I love dearly. So let's begin in Maryland. The Marylander and Herald was the paper of record in Somerset County up until the 1980s. That's the paper that we read when I was little. So let's look at the April 18th, 1916 edition. You think about these names that I'm going to read. This is their version of Facebook and Instagram on TikTok, where they talk about what they're doing and what they've done and where they went and visited. So in a column called Somerset County Happenings, um, in the St. Peters area, it says on April 15th, Mr. James Phoebus is seriously ill at his home in Oriole. Mr. W.C. McDaniel is very ill, suffering with mumps and the grip. Messrs. Thomas Noble and Gorman Bennett are on a trip to Baltimore. Mr. H.A. Bosman is visiting his daughter, Mrs. W.L. Muir, in Baltimore. Mr. Sidney Harrington of Laurel, Delaware, visited his sister, Mrs. Lena Noble, this week, and Mr. John R. Bosman and Master Melvin Bosman are visiting relatives in Salisbury. So if you know those people or know any of those names or any of their descendants, please post that in the comments. Let me know. I'd like to see how they fared, how they went along, what their lives were like, if I can find that out. Now I want to talk about an important historical building in Somerset County, and today I want to talk about the Coventry Parish ruins, and they're the remnants of an historic Episcopal church. They're at Rehoboth in Somerset County, Maryland. Now, Coventry Parish was one of the original 30 Anglican parishes in the province of Maryland, established when Maryland's legislatures established their Church of England as the colony's supported religion in 1692. Now, these old parishes often had a church and several chapels of ease near population centers. So this building stands surrounded by farm fields and an historic Presbyterian church near the Pocomoke River, which was then called Rehoboth, but is now was then called Rehoboth, B-O-T-H, but is now Rehoboth, B-E-T-H, Maryland, to distinguish it from a beachfront community in Delaware. It's not Rehoboth, Delaware. Okay. So anyway, these are ruins that are distinctive, and it's an important historical structure in Somerset County. Somerset County is rich in history, and unfortunately, it wasn't taught to us when I was growing up. So in elementary school, for instance, nothing was talked about this history. I'm reading now a book by Clayton Torrance called Old Somerset. I'm learning that the places where I live, Revel's Neck Road, Stewart's Neck Road, were important historical points that go all the way back to the middle of the 1600s in their significance. So I was living around rich history, and for the most part was not even aware of it. I just knew about the last say 50 to 100 years. So I hope you enjoy this. I certainly do. If you don't enjoy it, well, I enjoy it. Feel free to make comments. I like to see what you have to say. Thank you.